Hello, it's Recipe for Friendship, and my name is Alevtina Madyarova. Today, as usual, we are going to visit our new friends. We're sure that guests are messengers of God, and a guest should be met as best as you can. So who are we talking about? Today, we're going to meet the Afghans. Today, we're going to explore some interesting details of Afghan costumes. Is it a holiday costume? Is it a wedding costume? So is that a groom? Well, yes, it should be. Fragrant dish which contains lots of meat, onion, and a lot of hospitality. And second, we do believe that a guest is a gift from God. If a person is having a lot of visitors, it means that God endorses him. That's why we love and respect each of our guests. We'll know about Afghan weddings. And sure, we're going to dance. Afghanistan is a very diverse and colorful country, and the culture of Afghan people is a true godsend for any explorer, because it can be studied forever. Some Afghans live in Kazakhstan, some came here to get an education, someone met here their soulmate, and someone came here because of work. Our new friends are students, some of them are the old-timers living in Almaty for about 5 years, and some of them have arrived recently. When we look to our friendly students, we can say that Afghan ethnicity composition is diverse and variegated. Each one is wearing an ethnical dress of his region because traditional education does not allow a girl to be part of our program. That's why today I'm wearing an Afghan women's dress. One of my favorite parts of our program is the part about clothes, and it's understandable because every woman loves to dress up. Today I'm wearing an Afghan dress, and Masi is going to tell you some details. Today, Masi is also our translator. He is finishing his education and he has been learning Russian for the last 5 years. He loves his native culture and wearing ethnic clothes is a holiday for him. So let's start with the women's dress. What region is that from? It is worn in every region of Afghanistan, but the approaches to wear it are different. It is a handmade dress, a lot of embroidery. You can see that there are many decorations. They're similar to the old ones. Is it silver? Yes. And why is it old? It means that we're keeping our culture. It's such a symbol. Silk and velvet dresses, handmade embroideries, silver jewelries, these are typical features of almost every region. And such wide sleeves, I can see that it is not home clothes. Of course not. How can anyone work in such a dress? This one is usually worn on holidays or weddings. It is beautiful to dance in such a dress. It adorns a dancing woman because when she lifts her hand, the dress looks even more beautiful, like decoration. Favorite colors in the clothes of women from mountainous areas, red and green. It is considered that these colors bring good luck. Some regions prefer shiny fabric. Also, girls from early childhood apply antimony on their eyes. It doesn't only express their eyes, but it protects their eyes, because antimony is a strong antiseptic. And as in all Muslim countries, women should cover their heads. Yes, you're right. You know that Afghanistan is a Muslim country. And our women cover their heads. Before the wedding, after the wedding, almost always. It is like a hijab. Well, you can look at my beautiful scarf, full jewelries and wide sleeves, which could have helped me to dance if I had known any Afghan dances. And now I want to draw your attention to the fact that there are more variants for men's clothes. Each student is wearing a costume that matches his region, and like our company, the ethnic composition of Afghanistan is colorful, full of dialects and features. For example, this elegant costume is worn in the central part of the country. There is a cap with a scarf on top. This scarf can be twisted, but not everyone can do it properly. This vest is called voskat and is also handmade. You can see that it is very accurate and neat work. Perachan is like a shirt and tumban is pants. Perachan, tumban. Is it a holiday costume? It's a wedding costume. So is that a groom? Well, yes, it should be. Today we wanted to show you holiday costumes. I don't dress like this in everyday life. There are about 20 small ethnicities in Afghanistan. Of course, it cannot be compared to Kazakhstan, where you have 120 nations and ethnicities. But still, it's a lot, isn't it? As you can see, we have different costumes from different regions of Afghanistan. And why do we put on such different clothes? Because there is not one nation whom you call Afghans. We have Pashtuns, Tajiks, Uzbeks, and even Kazakhs. Is language different from region to region? Each country has its own dialect. Some have different languages in different regions. It is considered that Afghan Uzbeks who live in the northern part of the country are famous because of their cuisine and prone to commerce. Pashtuns, that account for almost half of the population of old, were great warriors. Afghan Tajiks live in the north and northwest of the country and constitute a significant part of the Afghan intelligentsia. Afghan Turkmens are considered very rich because all the carpet business of the country is concentrated in their hands. We have two official languages, Pashto and Dari. And although we learn both official languages at school, we do speak our mother languages. Small details like a scarf, the style of the collar, the length of the shirt allow an experienced eye to distinguish where a man wearing this clothes is from. Is that a Western dress? Yes, it is quite similar. Mine is slightly longer. His one is more square-shaped. And also his shirt has a collar. Yes, a short tunic with slits on the sides and embroidered cuff is west. Scarf jacket in dark tones, east. Kaftan and school cap, you can see Afghan Uzbek. Of course, it is not quite easy to remember at once. We are students, and of course we love to wear ethnic clothes on holidays, for example on Kurban Bayram. And we walk like this in the streets, and I really enjoy wearing ethnic clothes. For me, it is very comfortable, not hot, not cold, just as it should be. Looking at national dancing is the great opportunity to observe all the details more closely. One of the most famous Afghan men dance is Atan. It is rooted in ancient history, and it is considered military dance. Performers can dance it from a few minutes to several hours, until the most stable of dancers will not fall down from exhaustion. And of course, dancing associates with wedding. Many interesting rites and traditions are connected to a wedding. For example, a young woman comes to her new family without any dowry, and all the cost of organizing a wedding should be taken by the groom's family. Since she's got so many years of daily cares ahead, when she will need to bring comfort and warmth to her new house, her arrival is a big holiday. Sometimes older relatives hold a Quran over their heads of newlyweds. However, details of the rituals vary from region to region. Sometimes wedding occurs without the groom, and instead of him there is his sword beside the bride. This tradition has been preserved since the times of the long military campaigns. There's no wedding without food, so let's cook. Masi and Enimullah today will teach me to cook Afghan dish. By the way, what is it called? Today's dish is called dashi. What does that mean? Oven? Oven. But will we cook it in the cauldron? So what do we have here? This is lamb, huh? Onions, veggies, tomatoes, pepper, oil, and the so-called oven itself. Yes, it's Afghan cauldron. It's called Dek Bohar. Dek Bohar, yes. Dek means cauldron and Bohar means smoke. As well as the Afghan costume, cuisine of this country is diverse and has absorbed the traits of all ethnic groups living in the territory of Afghanistan. And cooking of an ethnic meal for students living away from home is like to return to home for a while. What region is this dish from, or is it cooked everywhere? Yes, everywhere. We don't have only one national dish. Let me explain, why did we choose this dish? There are many similar dishes. Cuisine of Central Asia is common for many countries. For example, Afghans, Uzbeks, Turkmens, we all cook cloth. That's why we wanted to cook something unusual. Dashi is made of lamb with lots of onions, coarsely chopped tomatoes, garlic, bell pepper, and it can be cooked for any occasion. It is perfectly suitable for holiday table, and it's quite easy to prepare, especially after such a detailed master class. And after we put the oil, we should wait for 5 minutes. Then we add meat and start to fry it. He intentionally cut the meat into large pieces, not small. He says that if the meat is cut into small pieces, it would not be tasty with such high pressure. Amin, who's been our cook today, is Afghan Uzbek, and they have a reputation of excellent cooks. Masih, who's our translator, easily learns new languages. As people say, everyone has his own talent. I'm listening now, your language is beautiful. It's Persian. In general, a few languages are spoken in Afghanistan, but the main two are Pashto and Dari. Pashtuns speak Pashto, and Dari is one of the dialects of Persian. It is a completely different dialect, but generally Tajik Persian and Dari are similar languages, almost the same. Afghans are very hospitable people. We try to cook many different dishes when we are having guests. This dish is appropriate both for guests and yourself when you want something delicious to eat. All national dishes of Afghanistan contain meat. Meat is considered the main meal. It is similar to Kazakhstan. So do we fry meat first? And only then the onions, huh? Yes, now we add onions. Here we'll add onions and then garlic. Tomatoes, and as you can see, red pepper, green pepper, all these need to be cut and added to the meat. And then he shuts the cauldron for half an hour or 40 minutes. The dish is being prepared by itself. We add salt when the meat is frying. Afghan cuisine has a lot of meat and vegetables. Dairy products and cereals are also popular. Which cuisine is similar to yours, Pakistani or Indian? I definitely say that our kitchen is more like Uzbek or Tajik than Pakistani. Because Pakistani dishes are too spicy. We also love pepper, but not as much as them. The more onions, the juicier the meat. Yes, and the taste becomes better. It was hard for our friends to get used to a new country. Lots of unfamiliar food, some of them even weren't able to cook. When we arrived for the first time, we didn't know how to cook. We tried, but no one liked it. Then we had to go out and eat, but we learned step by step because we don't cook at home. And who did teach you how to cook? Him? He says that he misses his mom when he cooks this dish because his mom taught him to cook it. What region of Afghanistan are you from? He is from Takhar and I'm from a place called Lagman. But I live in the capital, Kabul. So to make dashi at home, you need lamb and vegetables, onions, tomatoes, pepper, garlic. Guys cooked in a special cauldron under high pressure. But I think the usual one is also nice. The process will take twice more time. Well, any hostess or host can repeat it at home. Ingredients are simple. Cauldron, as I think, can be found in every kitchen. And now let's find out how it tastes. How is garlic in Afghan? Sir? Sir? Yes. It means I already know 3 words in Afghan. All of them are related to the kitchen. Rumi, piyoz, and sir. And pepper? Murch. Murch. And this one? Dorma. So 2 tomatoes are cut to give juice, and the rest will remain intact. I think that in the usual cauldron it would take an hour or more to cook the dish, but as I said before, this cauldron creates high pressure, so it takes about half an hour. We didn't add any spices to the cauldron. Guys got used to cook without them because here they cannot find the usual spices. But if you will use fresh and natural ingredients, you don't need any spices. The natural taste speaks for itself. So we add no spices. Well, we could add spices. We tried to find them here, but they taste different than at home. Different in Afghanistan. And what spices are favorite in Afghanistan? I can name them in Afghan, but I don't know how they're called in Russian, and I haven't seen them here. Finally, doshi is ready and we can taste it. Took 35 minutes, or how much, I think? 35, now it's ready, so can we open it? What are the rules of the Afghans when they meet guests? First, when we meet guests, we're very respectful. For example, we don't start to eat before the guest. And the second, we do believe that a guest is a gift from God. If a person is having a lot of visitors, it means that God endorses him. That's why we love and respect each of our guests. Any guest feels like a king the day he visits us. I will remember this warm day for a long time, not only because of delicious food and beautiful dancing, but also because of an interesting conversation, new knowledge and discoveries. I don't think that a person should learn to change his traditions and culture when he gets old. I think that a man is always the one he was born. Well, it's time to bring our food to the table. And finally, our doshi is ready, and according to our small tradition, I want to ask you, how is enjoy your meal in Afghan? Hiye ishtia, right? Hiye ishtia. Different customs, traditions, clothes, cuisine, and music. There are a lot of nations and ethnicities in Kazakhstan, more than 120. So what connects all these people? Warmth and friendliness. This is Recipe for Friendship. See you.